Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Angela Groves, furthest from me, the Executive Director of Friends of the Children, and Holly Sharp, the Program Director. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, my pleasure. So, Angela, let me start with you. What is the story behind Friends of the Children?
Yeah, it's a really interesting story. It began in Portland with a man by the name of Duncan Campbell. He lived a tumultuous childhood, became a successful businessman and business owner, and went to the research and looked at how could he most effectively help the kids that may have been in his same situation. So from that, developed this model that we use with our Friends of the Children program. And in 2000, there was a connection made between him and some community members in Klamath Falls, and the chapter began in Klamath Falls. So we've been there for 15 years.
Wow.
We're celebrating our 15th anniversary this year. Thank you. We're very excited.
That's very cool. So how many youth are you serving, Holly?
We are actually serving 29 currently. We look to add another 10 in the fall. So we're going to be up to 39 youth by the fall.
Wow, well, that's pretty cool. So do you select the kids, or do the kids come to you? How does that work?
We pair with our local schools, and so we work with administration, we work with teachers, we go in and we have a list of risk factors that we are able to go in and evaluate these kids on. And so we go in through the kindergarten classes and we spend an intensive 6 to 8 weeks observing them, identifying kids that are best fit. We look for kids with a spark who we can work with their potential, families who are well vested in the area so that we can stick with them. And then we work on building a bond so that we can spend the next 12 and a half years with the kids that we're serving and make sure that we can see them through high school graduation and on into productive adulthood.
Wow, so you start very young with these kids and all the way through high school.
We do.
Wow.
We found in Duncan's research, he found that one of the really important principles was identifying them young. The earlier that we're able to make an impact, the bigger that impact seems to be. So yes, we make a 12 and a half year commitment to these kids, and we have a really great success rate as well.
Wonderful. All right, so Angela, obviously that sounds unique to me, but what other ways makes Friends of the Children unique from other mentoring programs?
Yeah, so there's really 3 things when it comes down to it. The fact that we intervene early, we look at kindergartners, and that's really the starting point with our relationship. We have paid professional mentors. So these aren't a volunteer-based mentoring program. We actually pay full-time employees a livable wage and benefits, and we match them, one mentor who we call a friend, with 8 youth. And so they'll spend 4 hours a week with each of these kids, some of that time being in the classroom, and then some of it being out in the community. And it could be anything from cultural experience with our partnership with the Ross Raglan Theater to taking them to the Lake of the Woods to go on a fishing trip. Some of them experience fishing for the first time with us.
Sure.
So it's really being that hub to connect them with a multitude of possibilities and connections in the community.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So how much time does a friend spend with a program youth each week?
So we spend 4 hours a week, and that there's a give and take to that. Sometimes some of our youth will have a little bit more of a need, some will have less, they'll be on vacation or something along those lines. But we strive for 4 hours a week. When we have our kids that are kindergarten through 5th grade, we try to commit at least 1 hour a week to being in the school system. So sometimes that will expand to 2 hours a week and then leaves them another 2 to 3 hours a week outside of the classroom. So on average, it's 4 hours a week, putting them at 16 hours a month with each of the youth.
Okay, so Angela, how do you guys support the program? Like, do you fundraise? Is this a nonprofit? How does it work?
Yeah, we are a nonprofit, and like I said, we've been in the basin for 15 years. So we have a really strong core group of community individuals that have been really gung-ho with this program from the beginning and are a blessing to us. We do events such as our upcoming fundraiser. We have our signature event this Thursday night at Mike's Fieldhouse in Steen Sports Park. We expect over 550 community individuals to be there. Yeah, it's an amazing event, a lot of fun, and people really look forward to it each year. We also do grant writing and support the program through those means as well.
Wow, so okay. And so I imagine you'll constantly have events. Do you have any, you're already planning for the fall?
We
I imagine
do.
with nonprofits, you guys are always moving forward.
We've got a lot of fun things coming up in the fall. We have our potato sale we do every year. CalOR donates potatoes to us, and we're able to make some income off of that. We have a new ugly sweater run around Christmas, which was a big hit last year. It's inaugural year. We have a Novemberfest event held in November. It's a beer and wine tasting event. And really, there's just a lot of opportunities that have continued to gain momentum and occur for us. So we also, Subaru, I have to give Cascade Auto Group some support. They chose us as the Share the Love recipient this year. So that was an amazing event for us.
Very nice. Well, ladies, great to meet you, Holly.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all your
Thank you
success.
so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.